Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hey, hope everybody's having a great weekend as we officially move into the autumn season. Got some of my favorite locos on the layout right now, and I kind of wanted to show you something I did. Maybe it would be something that would appeal to you for your railroad. Maybe not. Picked up this unit. Probably like a year and a half ago. It's a 2-rail model that I got from the MTH warehouse sale. It was missing some parts like they normally are. It was missing the pilots. Obviously had scale wheels. You're actually going to see the sister unit DPU come into view here in a second, but I put high rail wheels on this guy, and MTH just does not have the correct rear pilot. So it's got the front pilot hanging out on the back side right now, and you can see I also have 9250 as a powered DPU on the rear. But what I did with this one, I manually altered the rear handrails so that it would work as a 3-rail unit, but I kept the front handrails as the scale handrails, and in doing that I was able to fit a scale pilot and coupler up front. I will put a snowplow on this, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what that looked like. Not sure if that's something that you might be interested in ever doing. Obviously I can't run this guy in the middle of a train. It either has to be up front or out at back, rear facing. I left obviously the rear pilot, still has the lobster claw on it, so it can be up at the front of a consist. But got this guy as a dummy unit, 9254, and then this one is the newer speed lettering after when they repainted them after the acquisition of the Denver Rio Grande. Really cool because, you know, this one actually has the altered light package. If we come up front, you can see the older light package on these guys had the twin lights. Now this should be flashing as a Mars light. If it was running as by itself, it would be. Because I have this in consist, it locks that light. And then it also has the operating red marker light for the rear. Same deal, the rear facing DPU on this guy. I just love these MTH SD45 Tunnel Motors. The rear facing DPU, because I'm running it in consist, that rear red nose light is off, but if it was running by itself in reverse, that rear nose light would come on. When you consist these things, you lose some of the functionality across the different product releases. Like, you might run a PS3 loco that has all the modern sound features, like the crossing signal and stuff like that. But if you pair it up with a PS2 or a PS3, when they're in consist, that consist loses some of that functionality. But just thought I'd show you guys that as it rolls through the most poorly lit portion of the layout. It's kind of cool. I gotta glue that guy center so it doesn't move around. But do kind of like that look. Not sure what I'm going to end up doing with these guys. Obviously, I can't run with two 9250s in the fleet. That doesn't make sense. Probably not going to frequently have all 4 of these running on a train together. I got a pretty long one running right now. This train literally needs a rear DPU, or I'd start popping couplers going up the grade. But yeah, I just thought that'd be cool. I kind of noticed that this guy is nice and loud, and my other two, both of my 9250 units, not so loud, which tells me those speakers are probably due for replacement. So I'll probably open those guys up the next time I'm up here and replace the speakers. I don't have any speakers up here right now. Sorry about the glare. The basement windows are on the other side of the train, so. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty fun. Hey, been doing quite a bit. It's really weird because it feels like a lot, but it doesn't look like a lot. A couple things that I've done to the layout since the last time I kind of showed you. Brought my little hut, my little, I don't know, storage hut. This is a Woodland Scenics unit. I have not weathered this. This is straight out of the box, but I'll probably do a couple little things to it. Got to put some weeds and overgrowth around it. This is where I had those fuel tanks, but I think I like this look better. I did have that up here by the beverage facility, but I'm starting to make some foam groundwork. And when I got up here, I started making some, I made a batch of super trees. So this tree is gonna go right in this area right here. There's gonna be a road that I'm gonna be working on. This area up here is my next place to work on. But what I did, I made about 50 super trees, and boy, I tell you, they don't go very far. Started planting trees on this. If you follow the channel, I've mentioned to you that this pull-out section here, I just got it to the point where it didn't look awful, but it's not nearly complete. So it's gonna have trees and bushes and everything. This is pretty much undergrowth and backing, not necessarily what I want you to be seeing, but starting to take the look that I'm after. I got some of the trees planted up here on the ridge, which gives kind of a nice pass through as a train rolls by. Planted a couple more trees. You can see that lighter colored tree that I made. I still have to put a couple more up here that have different color. This has darker foliage now, and I want to pepper in some that have a little bit lighter foliage. Got those, and I also, over here, now the cement train's kind of blocking it, but I made a foam base with some ground cover, and that's about 8 or 9 trees right there that are making that little cluster up. So starting to work up in this area up here. I've kind of gotten the scrapyard close. Still got to get these guys and still got to get the cap on the top. But once I get that done, excuse me, I'll probably move up top, because if I do much more down here, it's not going to make it any more or less difficult to get up top. It's just, you don't want to wreck, putting your knee into something, breaking something that you spent time on. Another thing that I did, and I do have to, I'm going to put some foliage and whatnot in through this area here, but I made a concrete retaining wall, and I've been meaning to do that for some time. That space is a little tricky to work on. I'm tall enough that I can actually, let me try and zoom in a little bit. I'm tall enough that I can actually work up there without having to physically be there, but it's tricky. But made just used some 1-inch foam, some green insulating foam, and made a concrete retaining wall. Weathered it up, weathered it up, glued it in place. Got some foliage around the base, but now that I have that in, I'll be able to come back up here and do a little bit more static grass and foliage in these areas over here. Those are building flats from Pittsburgh Train Fanatic. He sells his flats, and they're lit. Obviously, don't have them wired in yet, but those lights, and I have lighting for City Litho Company over there, as well as this little scratch-made building that Randy made, and the Vetter and sash and door. Those are all going to be on their own electrical bus that I have to run. I'm going to bring the Z4000s. Both of the Z4000s have separate 10 and 14 volt outputs. Right now I have a bus coming up here. It's 10 volts. There's incandescent bulbs in here. I don't have that guy wired in yet. These are 3 volt LEDs, but they're wired in series. So the 4 of them in series are actually able to handle 12 volts without burning out. So I don't have to worry about resistors. Over here, these guys are gonna have their own dedicated bus. I'll bring that 10 volt line over. I have a distribution block that I bought off, several of them that I bought offline. They're pretty cool distribution blocks. They're not your basic kind of dumb blocks. They're smart blocks. So I'll be able to make sure, I think the Menards units like 5 volts if I'm not mistaken. And I've got their power supply that can supply 2 or 3 different units, but I think we're going to use that in a different part of the layout. Originally there was going to be 3 Menards buildings down here, but I kind of changed the design as we built it. So that'll go somewhere else. So that is going to have Lionel LEDs mounted to it. And these will have the Lionel LEDs in it too. So those are all going to require different voltages. So I'll be able to use that block and then have some different voltages coming off there so I don't burn out the LEDs. Crawling under the layout to do wiring isn't the most fun, and it's not very sexy, but it's got to be done at some point. But that's kind of for down the road. My little my little bridge abutment that I just had laying there against the wood fell over, so I got to pick that up and get it standing straight up again. But probably gonna get some foliage down and around this guy before I leave Tuesday morning. Gonna get some more super trees made and kind of start at that point, start focusing my attention to this area up here. I had a subscriber that was had messaged me and was going to send me some sonal tubes. Pardon me, guys, as I go into the layout here. He was going to send me some sonal tubes so I can make some additional. There goes my glasses. Some additional concrete silos. But between the Menards unit that we have, the 2 tubes that Randy's already made, the two silos, and I've got a whole bunch of cardboard here that I can probably make another 5 silos. Probably another 5 silos. It'll be a little bit smaller than what we have here, but I don't know. I think the different size silos will give a little bit of visual appeal. Hey, dog's down here. Probably means she's got to go outside. But yeah, just kind of wanted to show you that. Okay, just kind of wanted to show you that that little conversion I made. Hey, maybe you like to keep your high rail stuff completely high rail. Maybe you like to keep your high rail stuff, I don't know, hybrid. What would you call that? I'd call it a little bit of a hybrid, right? I don't know. Maybe I won't mess with these things. Maybe I'll just have 290-250s so I can decide if I want to run this guy up at the front of the train with the scale pilot. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever had all 4 on the layout together. So, but hey, hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Hope if you're a football fan, it's a great football weekend. Lots of exciting action so far. In the future, I will be making an announcement on the subscriber giveaway. Mentioned a couple videos ago that we broke past 1,000 subscribers, which I am totally grateful for. I can't tell you guys how appreciative I am of that. But man, in that short time since that last video, we're now approaching 1,150 subscribers. So, man, you guys are awesome. To think that there's people out there that would tolerate listening to me run my mouth is something else. But hey, I got some great stuff that we're going to give away. I will probably set up a live stream. I'm thinking in October, and it will probably be done. I don't know. Let me know, guys. I don't know what's best for you. I'm thinking doing it on a weekend makes the most sense. Probably not a Friday or Saturday night, because people have plans and social plans. Maybe on a Saturday afternoon. I don't know. Or is doing it during the week better for you guys? I don't know. Tell me what makes the most sense. I've got a couple locomotives that I think I'm going to give away. I've got some freight cars. I've got some structures. I think you guys, both HO and O And I might try to talk Randy into putting a couple M scale items in the giveaway as well. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. I will post that well in advance, so it's not a surprise to anybody. I think the giveaway is going to be pretty simple, you know. Just be a subscriber, subscribe to the channel, and be present in the live stream. And we'll give a couple code words for each item as we give them away, and then we'll have a random generator pick whoever is the lucky winner. But okay, guys, just wanted to say hi and touch base with everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend, and hope this coming week treats you well. Enjoy the first couple days of autumn. The weather's beautiful here in northeastern Ohio right now. I hope the same thing is true wherever you might be. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Happy railroading. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.